Hi friends, our topic for this video is to reduce cost in any kind of trade you take. Basically, I shall be explaining certain strategies which you may know by their technical names, but their practical use is to reduce cost or hedging only, right? So let's understand three kind of market players and try to form strategy for each scenario. In the first case scenario, you are a trader and depending upon the situation either you are long in future or short in future. Please note, in case you are buying in cash, your stock volume should be around the lot size only, otherwise this strategy will not hold. In the second case scenario, you are an investor and preferably buy stocks for long term, right? And in the third scenario, you are dealing with only options, and we will have some separate video on this particular point because this is a vast topic in itself. As of now, we will cover only the first two scenarios, right? So let's understand this in detail. The point number one was you're long in cash or future. So technical name of the strategy which reduces cost in this case is covered call. You must have heard about covered call. Basically this is reducing the cost if you are long in cash or futures. So let's take the example of Reliance. For example, say you are bullish on Reliance and hence you bought 500 stocks or one lot of Reliance future at around 1400 with an assumption that stock price will move from 1400 level to 1500 levels. So I'm sure you have kept some stop loss on the lower side. In this case, in order to reduce the cost of the trade, we shall be selling 1500 strike price call. Since we have sold the call option, hence we will receive some premium. If stock price shoots up and goes beyond your assumption of 1500, your profit will be limited to rupees 100 gain per share and the premium which you have earned. So it will be total of the 100 rupee gain and the premium. Anything above 1500 will start making the call, in call which we sold in loss, which will neutralize the gain we are getting in the share price. Hence, this strategy suits best to the situation when we are mildly positive about the stock or the mark or in the market like these days when the market is bad or the stock is doing well, right? So the second case scenario would be that if trade goes against you and you hit your stop loss, you shall be still reducing the loss by eating up the premium which you have received. The same is the case in case stock remains sideways. Your premium will be an additional earning in that case too, right? So basically, what happened? I'll just summarize the Reliance trade. You took the Reliance trade. The stock moves from with an assumption that stock will move from 1400 to 1500. In case the first thing happens, like stock moves up as per your assumption, and it moved till 1500 and beyond that. But as I told, your profit will be limited to 1500 levels only because as the stock moves further up, your call which we have sold will start making losses and it will neutralize the gains which you are getting in the long future. Hence, your profit will remain 100 rupee per share plus the premium which you have received. Second, in case stock goes down or it remains sideways, so even in that case your cost is reduced because you have eaten up the premium. So that is the case in case you are long in futures. So second scenario is that you are bearish on an index or a stock and you are short in futures, right? We shall use the covered put in this case to reduce the cost. So let's assume that you are bearish on Bajaj Finance and think it will go to 1800 levels, right? From 2100 levels. In this case, you shall sell a put of strike price 1800 and take up that premium. Again, in this case, your profit will be limited to 21 to 1800 journey only. If stock goes down further, your sold put will start giving you losses, even though your short future is giving you profit, but both will get neutralized. Your cost will be reduced to the extent of premium received if trade goes against you or stock remains sideways, right? So same case which we discussed in Reliance, but in this case it is reverse. In that case we sold call. In this case we sold put, because there we were bullish. Here we are bearish. There our profit was limited to the 1500 levels, which we assumed at the beginning of trade. Here our profit levels will be till 1800 level, which we assumed in the beginning of the trade. If this price goes against our assumption, we will still be eating up the premium which we have received from the sold call or put. Hence, our cost has reduced significantly in both case scenarios, right? So the third case scenario is when you are an investor in a stock or multiple stocks, right? So in this scenario, you are an investor and interested in only buying stocks for the long term. So there is no technical name of the strategy in this case. We will use it as a part of hedging or to generate monthly income this is the basic thing which we are assuming. There is no covered put or covered call in this case. We will be selling certain OTM Nifty calls in this case against your long stocks, multiple stocks, right? Generally, for every 6 to 7 lakh of portfolio, you can sell one lot of Nifty call option, right? So because these days Nifty lot value is around 6 lakh something, because it is 9,000 into 75, so it is 6.5 lakh. So if you have invested say 6.5 to 7 lakh rupee in your stock market, you can comfortably sell one OTM call option, right? So how to sell, how to choose the strike price is the question. So in case VIX is low, with low VIX is like 15 to 20 range VIX is there, you can sell a strike price which is one standard deviation away from the current price. And in case VIX is higher, say above 20, you can sell a call option of a strike price which is two standard deviation away from the existing price. So of course, like in case the VIX is higher, so even the distant option which is two standard deviation away from the current price will also give you some good premiums, because in higher VIX the premium of options are generally higher. So my personal assumption is that out of 8 out of 10 times we don't hit the above mentioned standard deviation levels on closing basis. The price of Nifty may move up or down and break these standard deviation levels, but on the monthly closing basis, Nifty tries to respect these standard deviation levels, right? So I am sure you must be wondering how to calculate the standard deviation levels. So we will definitely make a separate video on selling strangles using standard deviation. But as of now, there are certain market free tools available in the market, from which you can get to know the standard deviation, one standard deviation, two standard deviation levels of any stock or Nifty or a bank Nifty, right? I will mention one of such uh, tool which is called Option Oracle. I will mention that link in my description of this video, so you can download that and you can get to know how to calculate one standard deviation or two standard deviation levels. In case you still have any doubt, you can post your comments. I will clarify that. So basically, this was some idea about how to reduce cost in case either you're long, you're short, you are you're assuming that market is sideways, or you're a long-term investors. So we have uncovered one aspect where you're not dealing with futures or cash, you're only dealing with, options. There we will cover some ratio spreads. So I will create a separate video on ratio spreads soon. So hopefully you will like this video, and do share it on your platform, do comment and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.